Top 3 weirdest laws still active in the USA. Have you ever wondered if you've accidentally broken the law just by doing something completely harmless or even silly? Well, in some parts of the United States, that might actually be true. Believe it or not, there are laws still technically active today that seem more like jokes than rules. From food-related oddities to musical misdemeanors, some U.S. laws will truly leave you scratching your head. In this video, we're diving into the top 3 weirdest laws still enforced in the United States, and sharing real-life scenarios where people could unknowingly end up on the wrong side of the law. So buckle up, because these aren't just fun facts, they're real regulations with bizarre histories. Let's start with number 3. In Alabama, it's illegal to have an ice cream cone in your back pocket. Sounds ridiculous, right? But there's actually a strange logic behind it. This law dates back to the early 20th century when horse theft was a serious issue. Thieves figured out a sneaky method to lure horses away without technically stealing them. They'd place an ice cream cone in their back pocket and stroll past horses tied outside shops. Attracted by the smell, the horse would follow the thief down the road. Since the thief never technically laid hands on the horse, they'd claim it simply wandered off. To stop this loophole, Alabama passed a law banning ice cream cones in back pockets. Now imagine this in today's world. You're at a summer fair, hands full, and you jokingly slip your melting cone into your back pocket to take a quick photo for social media. Technically, you just broke the law in Alabama. No joke. Moving on to number 2. In North Carolina, it is illegal to sing off-key in public. Yes, seriously. If you're tone-deaf and like to belt out your favorite tunes in the park or on the street, you might want to be extra careful in this state. This bizarre law is rooted in maintaining public decorum, or perhaps protecting the ears of innocent bystanders. While no one's likely to be dragged off in handcuffs for a bad rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody, the law is still technically active. Let's picture a real-world scenario. You're at a local street festival, music is playing and everyone's singing along. You jump in with full enthusiasm, but you're clearly not in tune. Someone complains. Now imagine a humorless officer actually enforcing that law. Suddenly your off-key karaoke moment turns into a courtroom scene. Though it's rarely enforced, the fact that such a rule exists shows how far local lawmakers once went to control public behavior. Finally, number 1 on our list, the weirdest of them all. In Arizona, it's illegal for a donkey to sleep in a bathtub. Yes, this one sounds completely made up, but it's a real law, and it comes with a real story. Back in the 2020s, a rancher in Arizona had a donkey that loved to sleep in an old bathtub on his property. One day, a dam broke, causing a flood that swept the bathtub, donkey and all, downstream. The town had to launch a full rescue mission to save the poor animal, which cost a lot of time, effort, and money. To prevent future donkey bathtub disasters, lawmakers decided to ban the practice altogether. Now, fast forward to today. Let's say you're an eccentric pet owner living on a ranch with a quirky sense of humor. You clean out an old tub, line it with hay, and let your donkey rest there for fun. A neighbor sees it, calls animal control, and suddenly you're being told you're violating state law. That's how real and how weird this rule still is. So there you have it, 3 of the weirdest laws that are still technically enforceable in the U.S. While most aren't actively policed, they remain a fascinating glimpse into American legal history, where laws were often made for very specific and very strange reasons. Sometimes it was to stop crime, sometimes to protect the public, and sometimes, well, maybe just to make someone stop singing. What's even more interesting is that these laws remind us that every rule has a story, and often a pretty weird one. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Unreal Mind, where we explore the strangest corners of law, history, and the world we live in. And let us know in the comments, which of these laws surprised you the most, or do you know any weird ones from your own state? Until next time, stay curious and keep those donkeys out of the tub.